Alright, what's up gamers? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a little while since I've taken the time to record a video for you guys, and I apologize for that. And I also wanted to say now that I'll probably not be posting videos as frequently for the time being, just because like I said in my last video that I just uploaded but recorded quite a while ago now, I have recently started a new job, and I am going to be focusing most of my time on that, and then this is kind of now a side gig officially. So today our review is this Game Fuel, orange Game Fuel this time instead of blue. The blue Game Fuel really impressed me. If you remember from the first episode of Human Resource Machine, which is also what we'll be doing today. So this is what the orange can looks like. I'm gonna try to get that glare out of there. These are actually the instructions to open the pop. These are actually the instructions to open the pop lid, the resealable lid at the top. This can also has one of those. So 90 calories, that's pretty good. 23 grams of sugar, which isn't that great, but somehow they took the calories out of that. Obviously this drink is still not incredibly healthy for you, despite the fact that the calories aren't there. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the resealable pop tab again. I think that's really... Oh, I got it to focus for a brief second. Look at that. So here we go. Popping it open. There goes the seal. Oh, that's not good. So obviously I should have tapped the bubbles out of the side. Let me clean this up. I'll be right back. I don't know if you guys can hear me right now, but I can already smell it because of what has happened. So that's pretty lit. It smells pretty good. Alright, I am back. I do apologize. That was a little insane. I don't know if I just forgot how this was supposed to work. I think I may have just pulled it up too far, and that caused some stuff to happen. But here we go. I'm going to take a sip. Had to go for the second sip there. I have to say that out of all the drinks I've tried, this one tastes, well, I know that I had the big video where the Monster Chaos versus the Monster Chaotic, but this is a lot like the Rockstar drink, actually, if I am remembering it correctly. It's a little lighter on the flavor, like, of the orange, but it also sort of goes after a more natural orange flavor, too. So, I wonder if there is... Oh, that's weird. So the ingredients here are carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, pretty standard. But then they've got white grape juice, concentrate, and then concentrated orange juice. So it's interesting that there's a lot of grape in this. I guess I can kind of taste it, but I feel like the orange comes through a little more. Alright, so here we are in game as usual. I don't want to waste any time selecting our employee ID. Here we go, we're starting off with the equalization room, year 13. Sometimes, some numbers are bigger than other numbers, and sometimes they are the same. How can we know? I read that here in this great book, Which Number Are You? The Aspirational Zero. You can borrow it later. Get two things from the inbox. If they are equal, put one of them in the outbox. Discard non-equal pairs and repeat. You got comments. You can use them if you like to make sections of your program. They give us a hello world. Oh, I can just draw on here. That's nifty. Oh. I'll just put that back. First, I'll need to inbox, and I guess I don't have a jump if equal. I have jump if 0, and I have these 3 save slots. So if I copy to 0 and then sub 0, right? So I just subtracted it from itself. If they're the same, no, wait. Get two things from the inbox. If they're equal, put one of them in the outbox. Okay, so I don't want to subtract it from itself, so I need to inbox copy to and then inbox, and then sub. And then if it's 0, that means that the two inputs were the same. And I can jump to a copy from 0 and outbox. Otherwise, I will just jump back to the inbox, and otherwise, and either way I will jump back to the inbox. Let's see how this goes. So 4 and 9 obviously are not the same. So this is not 0, so it went back and inboxed the next one. These are the same, is 0, so copy from, and it's going to outbox. So it looks like I got the program right. Let's see how I did in terms of the size and speed challenges. Uh-oh. Looks like I can save one step somehow. Wonder if this is more jumping around business like it was in the last video. Let me take a look at this for a second. So I'm going to try to do the jump over the outbox first and get to the inbox. I don't really see how that changes it in this case, but the idea is that I'll skip this jump because I'll never have to hit it again after the first iteration. So I'll jump to this inbox, and then I'll do this copy to business, and then I will decide whether I need to outbox it or just inbox it again. So let's see if that made any changes. So it did. I'm not sure at what point I was hitting that jump again, but I'm just going to keep going. So the next one is the maximization room. It is really good though. I do have to say, I don't think it's as good as the blue one in terms of flavor as a whole, just because that one was a lot more in your face in terms of flavor. But this one is good, and it's actually pretty refreshing as a drink. Okay, back to the level. There's been a change of plans. The accounting department has determined that treating all numbers equally is no longer profitable. Management wants the big numbers only, so grab two things from the inbox and put only the bigger of the two in the outbox. If they are equal, just pick either one and repeat. You got a new command. Jumps only if the thing you're holding is negative, which is less than 0, otherwise it continues to the next line. We'll start with an inbox, and then we will copy to 0. Then we'll inbox again, and we'll sub on 0. And if it's negative, subtract the contents of the tile on the floor from whatever you're holding. The result goes back in your hands. So if the one on the floor is larger, it's going to be negative. So if it's negative, I want to copy from 0, and outbox. Otherwise, I will need to have recovered the other thing. So I'll just copy from 1 in this case, and an outbox. And then in both situations, I need to jump back to the start. So let's take this slowly and see what happens. So 5 goes to 0, 8 goes to, oops. I have to copy and then subtract. So 7 goes to 0, 2 goes to 1, and then sub. So that 7's bigger, so I take the 7 and I take it out. Now there's... Oh, that's true, because the negative is the smaller negative is technically a greater value. So that's nifty. how did I do? I have 2 extra commands here. And 2 extra steps as well. Instead of doing this thing where I copy the second input, I can add the first one back. So instead of doing anything with 1, here I just want to add 0 and outbox that instead. So let's see if that route is faster. So I got the speed challenge, which is pretty cool, but I still have 1 extra command in there, apparently. Oh, I think I know what it is. Because I can use the same outbox. Right, because the only thing that's different between these 2 lines is if I add 0 or if I copy from 0, and then they both go to an outbox. So if I move this up, and I move this up, and I take this all the way up here, I delete this, there's still an issue. Oh, this can just come down to here. So now, this one adds 0, and then it'll jump down to the outbox. This one copies from 0, and it'll just go straight on through to the outbox, and then it'll loop. So, let's see if that's right. So we should expect this to go for the 7. We should expect this to go for the -6. The logic still works out. So, 10 steps, 10 commands, and 34 steps, so there's both of them. So, ooh, we have another coffee time, and I want to go back and replay the first coffee time because I figured out the game audio, and I now actually have that in my videos, so prequel stuff back here.
Back to work, everyone.
Regions of the city continue to experience power failure. Local authorities are investigating.
So this is what we know so far. We're working. I'm just kidding. The city has power failure. So what do we learn from this one?
And that, ladies, is how I saved a bundle on my long-distance telephone service. Back to work, everyone.
A massive army of machines has surrounded the city. The machines are not moving, and they are not communicating. Local authorities are investigating.
Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. But are they really machines if they're not moving? I wouldn't know. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. I still have to give my review of the game fuel. Just capped it so I don't spill on myself again. I'm going to say that this game fuel is probably a 4 stars drink. I enjoy the lightness of it, and it's kind of like I said, the Rockstar, but it's also kind of like that V8 feel. It's not nearly as healthy, but it's like the energy drink version of a V8 or Rockstar, which is also I think what the Rockstar was going, but I think this is a little bit better than the Rockstar. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the game fuel. This is the charged orange storm, so I'm sure you guys can't see it. I can read that. I can read that. Charged orange storm by Mountain Dew. So that's it. Also, I do have merch dropping next week, so make sure you're on the lookout for that. And then if you want to see more of my videos next week and the weeks after that, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell and do all of the fun YouTube stuff so that we can get all of the subscribers. Alright, see you in the next one.